Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 9. Today we're going to be talking about a new theory, a very interesting theory about what could be happening towards the end of The Flash's final season. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. Okay, so first things first, I got a couple of things to talk to you guys about. First up, I'm making a film. There is a crowdfunding page in the description below. You can click on the link and support my new film, and you'll be able to get some cool perks if you support the film. If you live in London or the UK, you will potentially be able to come down whilst we film it and be like an extra in the background of one of the scenes. So that is something that I'm working on, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could support what I'm doing, because I'm a filmmaker as well as a YouTuber, if you didn't know. But also one more thing that we have going on right now is we've been doing some members live streams recently. That doesn't mean just members watching, no. That means the members are in the live stream with me, talking about the Arrowverse, talking about the DCEU, talking about anything that we want to, and discussing it live on the YouTube channel. So if you want to be featured on my channel with me, become a member today by clicking the join button and becoming a super friend. It's really easy, and we'll notify you when the stream's happening. And if you have an Instagram, follow me at the DCTV show on Instagram to stay up to date, and message me, say you're a new member, and I'll add you to our members group chat on Instagram. So for now, let's go ahead and get into today's topic. So the original timeline Flash is something that we've talked about many times over the years. We've made many videos discussing all sorts of different theories when we come up with new theories and everything like that, especially in the off season, because we always speculate, okay, what's going to be happening in this next season of The Flash? And I feel like the original timeline Flash is something that we always go back to, like all of us YouTubers, all of you fans, we all talk about the same things. But now that we have the official news that The Flash is going to be ending with season 9, we can properly start talking about this now. And this was actually brought up on my members live stream the other day. That's why I actually bring it up, because if you have any cool theory ideas, we can potentially make them into videos, and that's what we're going to be discussing. So this was sent in by one of the guys on the stream, and so with season 9 and it coming to an end, we're definitely going to go full circle on a lot of things. And obviously one of the biggest things over the years since The Flash started was the fact that we kept on going back to the night that Barry's mum was killed by the Reverse Flash. And that's where we've seen the original timeline Flash, the original Flash, who goes back, chases Reverse Flash back through time in order to try and stop his mum, but he doesn't obviously stop his mum. He actually stops himself from saving his mum. Obviously that happened in season 2 because of Flashpoint, but now it's kind of like cemented in time. But anyway, so this is a full circle moment, and this full circle moment is one of the biggest moments that we are expecting to see in The Flash's final few episodes in season 9, which is its final episodes ever as a TV show. And so will we see at the end of The Flash season 9 Barry actually running back in time, chasing after Reverse Flash to stop him? Well, that's definitely possible. But I have another question first. It's another full circle moment that I want to mention before we actually properly analyze if this is going to happen. And it's the fact that another thing that people have been expecting is the end of The Flash. It would be Barry becoming the lightning bolt that struck him, gives himself powers, and it's a huge full circle moment. That happens in the comics, so people have been expecting that. And my straight answer to that would be probably not, unless we flash forward, because I don't think present day Barry is ready to die and basically just restart all of this, because there's a lot more to do, and that normally happens when you're at an older age and, you know, the Flash, say, you know, he was like 80 years old and was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to become the lightning bolt, give myself powers, and then you have that full circle moment. And that's just probably not going to happen because he has so much more to do, especially they haven't even had Nora and Bart. So theoretically, in terms of the timeline, it makes no sense to do anything like this at the end of The Flash season 9. So I would probably not expect the lightning bolt moment to happen, but what I would definitely expect to happen is that at some point nearer to the end of the season, we will be seeing Barry in a similar suit to the original timeline Flash. He will be that person that you see, and he will race back in time after the Reverse Flash, who I definitely think will make a final appearance towards the end, so that we can have this full circle moment by going back in time, going back to Barry's childhood home, and actually going in there, chasing after Reverse Flash, and seeing his mum die for one last final time. But he is in fact the person, the original timeline Flash. So this is something that everyone wants to see, and we've been waiting to actually see for such a long time. And by the end of the season, this will make perfect sense, because this is technically Barry's final race. As we head towards the end of the season, you need one final race, one final bad guy to fight, and what better bad guy to fight than the original bad guy from the Flash, Reverse Flash, and actually have that moment that started the show. Because if you guys remember how the Flash started, you know, they introduced Barry and stuff, but then eventually they got to the man in the yellow mask and yellow suit, and so that's where we got season 1. So now with season 9, that would be the perfect way to end the show, by running back there and obviously coming back to the present and kind of living in that aftermath. But that moment has to happen at some point in the future, so why not happen at the end of the Flash season 9, because it's going to be the last that we're going to see them. Yes, technically in the show's world, Barry will continue, and that could be much later down the line if they wanted to make it like that. But again, that would be a flash forward, and that's just not something that I think will be happening. The only flash forwards you'll see is like Bart and Nora and everything like that, because it just makes no sense to kind of hop from where we are now to the future and basically say, okay, this is where we end it. So we haven't had enough episodes to get here, but we will flash forward and show you. So I have to emphasize, I do think this will happen, and I think they would not be smart if they didn't go with this by the end of the season, because it's one of the biggest moments in the Flash, and it just makes so much sense. That is the moment that we have to end the show on, just before the finale, or in the finale, it depends when they want to do it. But one big question I have to ask is, will we actually see Barry in that original timeline Flash suit? Will we see him looking exactly the same? I think the answer to that is probably not. We're probably going to see him in the Flash season 8 suit that he's currently got right now, and that he's been wearing in season 9, that we've seen from behind the scenes photos. And I don't think they're actually going to pay that much attention to making it exactly accurate to what we've seen in the past with the original timeline Flash. And his suit is a little bit brighter, looks a little bit different, and it's not what the season 8 suit is right now. So I don't think they're just going to make a whole new suit just for this ending. Like, maybe they could make a final suit for Barry's like final season, but they haven't done it yet, so I don't think they're going to just randomly do it just to have this one big moment. And so it's a different timeline, not the original timeline, so the suit changing is actually kind of reasonable, but it is like a fixed moment in time, so it would have been nice to see the original timeline suit if Barry was to go back and actually chase Reverse Flash. But in this case, like I said, I think it's just going to be the current suit, and they're going to kind of gloss over the fact that, oh, we weren't able to make this suit that we used to have in the past. And I don't remember if it was like heavily CGI or something, but it was a slightly different suit from what we've been used to. And I don't think they're going to have the time and the money and the effort to go and be like, okay, in the final 5 episodes, we need Barry to get a new suit just so we can lead towards this moment happening. No, I don't think that's actually going to happen. That's just the honest truth, guys. And I'm sorry about that, because I would love to see him in that original timeline Flash suit fighting Reverse Flash, going back to that moment. But I definitely think the moment's going to happen. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Would you really like to see this, and how possible do you think it is? I think it's very possible if Eric Wallace and the writers that are working on the final episodes actually pay attention to what has happened in the Flash in the past. And with Eric Wallace being the showrunner, I feel like we could get lucky, just because he pays so much attention to what's happened in the show before, and he was a fan, but obviously he's been working on the show for a long time, and he will definitely be thinking about the best logistical way to end the show to make it satisfying for fans, but also a good ending. So yeah, let me know down below. Please be sure to leave a like and a comment if you did enjoy the video. It would really help out the channel as we try and best the algorithm. Also, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Remember, we try and upload every day or every 2 days. Also, remember, live streams are normally either Tuesdays or Thursdays right now. I've recently done double live streams in a week. I plan to do 2 live streams in the next week before the end of the month. But definitely Thursday evening this coming week, we're going to have a live stream. Hopefully we'll have some guests on. So please be sure to stay tuned and get ready for Thursday, because you guys can come in the live chat and actually talk to me, and we'll talk about all the latest stuff in regards to DCTV and Arrowverse news. But once again, thanks for watching the video, thanks for supporting the channel, and if you are going to contribute towards my film, you are a living legend, and I will be forever thankful to you. Also, remember to become a member by clicking the join button if you want to be featured in any upcoming members live streams on the channel. But for now, click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.